Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is a...
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Green Bay Packers.
Squeeze, double.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, bowls right over him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Oh, trucked him. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
Looking to throw again on second down. Osweiler. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Cam, option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 7, Osweiler. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Gay's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Osweiler. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go again. Bravo. Mike, check.
Throwing, Osweiler to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away.
Touchdown, Packers! Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense. Just
touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Packers get set to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Henry out of the pistol. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Osweiler now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Osweiler to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front. Round.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run on first down. Grant, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Osweiler got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. On first down, it's Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. And
he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Let's go.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it to the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Newton on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Gay knocks this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Osweiler now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly came in there hard on the blitz. Got him down 9 yards behind the line.
Down. 90 Wolf.
After the sack on first down, Osweiler toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being...
Ready? Ready? Come on. Check 3. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, throw left side, complete. It's Moore. 11 yards there, first down. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here we go. 180. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Gay's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Play action. Now Osweiler. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's Osweiler. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Osweiler. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. That time, a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Newton now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Connects with Sanu right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. And this one brought in by Sanu. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile,
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Brock Osweiler and the Texan offense getting set to go. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. To throw again on second down. Osweiler. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here.
Ready? 60 or.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is taken at the 18.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Getting set to go.
All day, dog.
On first down, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Newton. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Demario Davis. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the Detroit Lions who will fight another week as they were able to eliminate the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. 37 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Derrick Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry. The second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now. Back out onto the field.
Ready? 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 26. Check 26. Wait.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back,
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
you think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Exit. Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osweiler, his throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
59. Mike's 59. All day, baby, all day, all day. Here we go.
Now it's Osweiler. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Osweiler, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Des Bryant there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's at the 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Newton, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 2nd down, it's Grant. They find some open field here. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Emmanuel In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Des Bryant now, he gears up to help lead this offense again. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it in right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
Now it's Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Osweiler over the middle. That's caught by Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short. Okay, they decide to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, Osweiler. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Henry, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Osweiler got a man. It's Ross, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd and goal, Osweiler. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Osweiler. Touchdown, Packers! Keelan Cole there to make the grab. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah,
but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, it's Henry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Osweiler on first down. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, Echo. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got one. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Get it.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Linval Joseph coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check, 59. And let's get that ball. What? Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Blue there. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Newton to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Back to throw, Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation